Here's the main reason you can't really just ignore all the stuff that's going on and let people do what they want and let people, have their hobbies and their activities that they want to do. The reason for that is, imagine it's more like a conscious person is looking at all the adults and the children who are all the same thing, really. If they're not thinking with a straight mind, if they're not thinking with, the intention to do something good with themselves, it doesn't matter their age. Your age does not make you an adult. Doing the right things makes you, a respectable person, period. You don't have to be over 18 to know to do the right thing. You could be a 10-year-old and know that you shouldn't hit people, that you're not allowed to kill people. You shouldn't go killing things. You shouldn't go destroying things. You shouldn't hurt your body. You shouldn't poison yourself. And you shouldn't listen to people pushing you around and requiring things of you that you don't need to do in order to live, survive. When there's food that grows in plants and on plants, how dare anybody say that we are taking care of you, us, we the governments, we the people, we the factions of liars that tell you that we know what's best, when we know that they're lying to us, when we know there's problems with all these things that they're coming up with, and we know that there's deep-rooted lies and secrets. I'm not going to go telling you about them because you're not going to believe me, and it doesn't matter anyway. But the reason we can't sit back and just let it happen is imagine, because being awake like this is like a parent or a bunch of parents watching all the kids on the playground running around and being wild and just getting out of control. And as they get more and more out of control, they start to get a little more risque with the stuff they're doing. And at first it's fun. At first it's all this new exciting stuff. And then those things get boring. And then there's lots of arguing and fighting. Next thing you know, the biggest fight breaks out because during all the time when nobody was paying attention, all these weapons of mass destruction, all these horrible things that can really destroy people and destroy the earth have been created. And now the people sitting back just letting them do it because they don't want to interfere and they don't want to speak up and they want to let them be themselves and let them learn their own lessons. It's not going to be their own lessons anymore because projectiles fly farther than just from one to the other. Explosions engulf way more lives than just a couple, not just the people who are involved. Big wars breaking out don't just take out the innocent or don't just take out those involved. They also take out the innocent. There's people just bystanding right now, waiting to be destroyed. Think about that. I'm not trying to be rude. I'm not trying to be an asshole or a dickhead or whatever you want to call me in your words. But the truth is, we can't sit back and do nothing. It may not be fun to get back to nature for some people, because getting back to nature means turning off your fucking TV, turning off all your damn electronic things, because they've taken you over. You aren't you anymore. You've never been, I can't say everybody. A lot of people have not done anything with themselves in a long time, but look at some stupid, fascinating websites and look up some recipes for foods they don't need to eat and look up places to go so they can explore and travel the world so they can do fun things, because life itself isn't fun unless you go out and do something majorly different. You haven't even learned your own body yet. So how are you going out to do something different? The most different thing that you would have to do now is to learn what you're here for. We've done all the other outside activities. We've done all the playing and wrecking and all that shit. Now it's time to heal from the inside out. You're not going to do anything out there in the world that you can't do for yourself first. And there's lots of people out there pushing around money because money means nothing. A bunch of powerful people with money, half of them are fucking poison and toxic people. They don't care about you. They care about making a profit. They'll smile, they'll talk about all these great things, but they're just getting richer and richer, and they don't really care. They sound really nice. They have really pretty soft talkers. Have you ever seen how a person can be really pretty and really nice and, really handsome and charming, and then behind someone's back, they're like, yeah, fuck them. That's what's going on. Do you think the people that smile in the camera on the news really care about you? No, they're just reporting catastrophes, and they're hoping that there's more, so they have more to talk about, so they keep their jobs and get paid more money to spread more lies. And if you can't see it, you're just blocking yourself from seeing the truth because you're scared. And you have to stop being scared because you're going to take the whole fucking world down with your ignorance. And I don't want to sit back and watch it. And if I'm wrong, I'll tell my own family to fucking kill me. Throw me out. I do not want to be part of the fucking little kid shit that the adults are doing, because it's making the kids grow up to have no guidance, no anything. They don't know what the hell to do with their lives, because by the time they're teens, they want to commit suicide. Nothing in the world is appetizing to them. It's not fun. There's nothing there because they've had it all since they were 2 or 3. Now all the computerized shit has diluted the actual intelligence of a mind that doesn't use a computer or isn't told Wikipedia answers to actually learn and grow. We've stopped growing. Instead, we're producing mass quantities of garbage and machines. And we're going to wipe ourselves out if more people don't join me and start showing that they give a little bit of a shit about the world we live in. God is us. We are the creators. And also, guess what God is also? He's also, or it's also, the destroyer. Because it is us. We are both the creator and the destroyer. Do you not see it? Have you ever had a child? That's creating. Have you ever went to a job where you had to cut down trees, kill animals and serve them, make buildings out of the trees you've cut down, dig up the ground for oil, more transportation and gases into the air that we don't need to put there? We were growing at one point. We're smarter than that now. But show me that you understand that we are a lot smarter than people who would purposely fucking kill themselves. Aren't we? I know I am. And if I'm all alone in this world, in this idea, then I might as well die. Hell no, I don't want to. I'm the only person I know that's fully alive because I've taken all the toxic shit out of my life. But now I see everybody else, every single other person is toxic. And I don't mean that in the negative, huge way it sounds, but they're purposely harming themselves because they don't know what else to do. And when I give them ideas, it seems boring and they don't want to do that. Please hear where I'm coming from, because there's no miscommunication here. There's no confusion, and you should not have a doubt that we're in a lot of trouble if we don't start straightening up our act.